Yes.
Hey.
Hey, we made it. I think so. Hopefully those are working. I don't think they've been working lately. I probably got something screwed up in the settings.
They?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
The noises.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if the soundboard's working right. I don't know. I never know what I'm doing. Look who we found.
Found some guys.
Yeah.
You guys.
Bunch of riffraff.
All right.
Yes, all
So
over the place.
we've seen a face or two amongst you lot, but everybody is just dying to know who. Yeah.
One more time.
Our people are dying to know just who the fuck are you guys?
On 3, fellas. Sorry. What do you want to tell me?
Yeah,
We're going
first.
We're going in order.
Yeah, who are you? Who are you? Where you from? How's your mom and them? What do you do?
Yeah, who are you? What do you do?
Yeah.
I am Mike, the guitar player. What else?
No. That's
All right, sweet. I'm Mike, the guitar player.
Miguel, the bass player. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Dave, the flute player. No, I play the drums.
the flautist.
Yeah. Flautist.
No, that's my. I gave that.
And I'm Owen. I'm the lead singer, the frontman, if you will.
And what's the name? You guys are in a band, right?
Yeah, we're in a band.
Yeah,
we're a little band called the Fetish.
Oh, the Fetish.
Yeah, we're called the
Yes,
Fetish.
yes. I have heard of you guys.
No way.
Yes.
That's crazy. We just walked in here randomly.
Yeah. but that's what people do. That's why it's called off the record.
Right.
You know, people just show up randomly.
Whoever gets kicked out of the neighbor's yard.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoever gets kicked out of the neighbor's yard. Do you really? Oh,
maybe.
I was going to say, did you have an interaction with the neighbors?
No, but we probably were close.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
pretty close. We
Drive onto the no trespassing property.
about to get shot.
Those your neighbors have got to be fucking tired. The first time I came here, I went to your neighbors, and I don't remember if it was there or not, but I remember pulling up like I'm not at the right place.
I don't think I can make my sign any bigger legally.
The thing is, it's kind of off.
The record.
Oh. Whoa.
Hey now.
It's kind of off a little bit. Like if it was to the right, like a couple feet probably. Yeah, closer. A
Yeah,
little closer to the road.
that would definitely make a difference. It's 4 foot by 6 foot.
Yeah.
It's at 2 feet closer to the road.
But anyhow,
Yeah.
enough of that bullshit.
Fetish.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of fetishes, you know what I realized?
Oh,
Do you have a
gosh.
fetish?
I think I do have a fetish.
I don't know if I want to hear what it is, but you have my attention.
I recently discovered that I collect zip ties. I have thousands of zip ties. Is that a fetish or a
I think that's just like a collection thing.
It depends what you use them for.
Now,
zip tying things? But rarely will I zip. I figured out how to unlock and reuse it.
I was going to say, are you using the ties as a ring? No? Okay.
Like wiring harnesses and shit like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Dude, I used to do this thing with zip ties, and back in high school, when I would get a bunch of zip ties from my math class because the teacher had it. At lunch, I would get my buddy's backpacks, and I would zip tie the zippers shut.
Exactly.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I used to have a teacher, Mr. Robles. He used to have a bunch of zip ties just laying around, so I would just zip tie all of his cabinets shut. If he ever found out it was me.
That's so funny.
I was in my 9th or 10th grade marine biology class when these two dumbass girls, they zip tied their hands together and then somehow find a way to cut the part that sticks out after you zip tie them. And I had to take off my shoelaces and like friction them things off. And
You didn't have scissors in the classroom?
no, there was no scissors. I don't.
You're on a school grounds and there are no scissors to be told of.
Look, dude. I don't even know how to comment on that.
So what you're saying is you didn't think about it. No, I'm giving you shit, of course.
No, they're like, I asked for scissors and I had a knife on me, so that was my first thought. But then I was like, wait,
At school?
that's a felony.
Yeah, let's not whip that
So then I
out.
was like, you know what? I just took my boot shoelaces off and just friction and things.
I'm sure that was rather uncomfortable for your lady friends there. You know,
Friends is a strong word.
your acquaintances. Then.
Acquaintances is a strong word.
Your fucking fellow students. Is that strong? Were
It's
you?
now not strong. But, yeah, I guess that's the
Or chicks that you zip tied. And
I
you're
didn't
convinced
zip tie. I
you-
didn't zip tie.
Whoa.
On the record, I would like to say I did not zip tie anybody.
I'll never tell.
I don't think I've ever used zip ties.
Really?
I try not to.
Yeah.
I love them. They're everywhere.
They're really
So
They're
now,
so fucking handy that I never use them
exactly.
okay,
unless I have to.
yeah.
Give me your PO box. I'll send you a bunch of zip ties, man.
Hell yeah, that'd be great. I do have ones that you can unlock shit though. So like when I'm running a wire harness
Yeah,
down a frame or something, I'll go ahead and use those. That way I know.
you can. There are zip ties that you can unlock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and there's like tools you can use to unlock like regular zip ties too.
Like
I'll be damned.
Yeah, I won't let you touch one, but I'll send you a picture of one.
It's a zip ties, man. You can't touch them.
Yeah.
So you don't want me to take away from your.
No, you might steal one.
Are you saying that I steal shit?
No, I'm just saying you might catch the bug, man. You never know when it's gonna take hold.
So by the way, guys, I hear you guys have a show coming up.
We do.
We actually do.
What?
We have two actually coming up.
Oh, please do tell me about
We
them.
have one this Friday at the Bark.
What?
Yeah, we have one this Friday at the Bark. You didn't remember that one?
No, this is my first time finding out.
Yeah, I've told you in the group chat multiple times.
It's called a joke. Here, let
Okay,
me.
David.
Do I need the definition? Do I need
No, actually, because I'm going to talk about the other show. We also have another show, December 9th,
Yes,
at the Legacy on the Riverfront
yes.
with like 20 other different bands. It's the PACT Christmas rock show at the Legacy. I think everyone should come out to that, honestly.
Copy text from image. Oh.
And see all the great
Hey, fuck
bands
off.
coming out. I can't even remember all the bands, but we got like
Here you go. I got them. How Fast?
Yeah.
Twilight Zone, Thunder the Snake, Divide the Tyrant, Satin, Internet Girlfriend, False Chase, Mutual Girlfriends, The Fetish,
I thought it was Mutual Friends.
The Sparrows, Curly Q, and This Dying Breed. I think there are going to be more bands. I think more bands have been added on. Oh, Dave's Last Night. Dave Rose, almost a project,
Yeah.
is going to be participating. I believe he's opening the show, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it like an acoustic thing or something?
I believe it is.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. And if you have not seen Dave Rose acoustic jams, they are fucking incredible.
I have not seen them before.
Oh,
Dude's good at what he does for sure.
yes.
Yeah. There's a lot of good musicians in Tallahassee.
Yep. And links are in description.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
By the way, this really does need to be mentioned. X101.5 will be co-sponsoring the show with yours truly.
Yep.
Off the Record Music Show.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
They're going to be there recording everything? That'd be awesome.
That would be
They
awesome.
play a bunch of live music.
I don't know if X is actually going to, or an X representative will be there. That would be fucking cool.
That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah. But they are co-sponsoring the show with us. There are a few other sponsors that have since jumped on board. I apologize. I do not have those here in front of me. But this is going to be Saturday, December 9th. Legacy at the Riverfront Christmas rock show, sponsored by PACT, X101.5, and Off the Record. It is for a charitable cause. PACT is basically a charity for music lessons, teach people how to fucking record music and that kind of good shit. And that is some shit that I would give a lot of fucking money towards if I had more money.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We got a couple chats.
Oh yeah, let's read some chats. I'll shut up now.
I saw somebody haven't seen in a minute. All right, we got Rockadillions.
Rockadillion.
Yo, what up, boys?
What's up?
What up?
Yo.
What up? What up? The Rockadillions.
Tammy says, welcome to OTR.
Hi, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
Oh, Trial by Stone says, yeah, it's a small sign.
They know what we're talking about.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gene Loy says hi.
Gene, hey buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit, you guys know Gene too. All right. Oh,
Gene, what are you talking about?
Yeah, hell yeah. And look at this one. Robert Knowles. Hey,
Hey,
Knowles,
hey,
give a
Dad.
call for me. But y'all have a good show.
Thank you, Rob.
Robert.
Robert.
Knowles.
Robert. Knowles.
Knowles.
I forgot. Rockadoodle.
Yeah, they're playing with us. I think
Yeah.
they got added recently.
See you guys December 9th. Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Trial by Stone says, Dave's Last Night is Dick's other project. They are dope. Dave Rowe is also playing an acoustic set for the night.
Oh no shit! I didn't realize that. Okay.
Hell yeah. And Gene says, hi, Mike.
What's up, Gene?
I guess I do.
Okay.
I guess we know Gene.
Well, no, Mike knows Gene.
Mike knows Gene, I guess.
I
Yeah.
think we all.
The fetish is acquainted.
With Gene now. Yeah.
Acquaintances with
So, who's, I know you guys have went through some lineup changes. Who's original members? Dave, you are.
Where are we talking about in the band?
When the Fetish was born,
When it was
and
born?
it sprung up out of the
Mike.
ground.
Mike.
one.
Yeah.
But
All Mike.
Indeed.
Yeah.
but me and Mike, when we started, like the actual like this entity. of
What
the
it
fetish.
what it actually
What the
turned
fetish
out to
actually
be.
is,
Yeah.
if we're talking about that, then I guess we've always kind of made an original member.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when it was born, it was
Yeah. And then I came into the picture after a while.
Yeah, you've been here for shit.
I've been here for a
year.
few moons. And then we got Miguel over here pretty recently.
Amen. Best bass player in town.
Literally, best bass player in town. Best bass player I've ever seen. He's pretty damn good. If you come out to December 9th in the Legacy on the Roof front, you can see him play.
Friday.
yeah.
Or this Friday. Or this
I
Friday.
feel like we need.
This Friday, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and let's not downplay this coming up shows here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said it's at the
Bark.
The Bark. Cool.
On All Saints.
Yeah.
I think I've
The street.
performed more at the park than I've had anywhere else in my entire life. It's crazy.
We used to play the shit out of the Warrior.
Yeah, we
did
used to play it. We used to
shit.
play out there.
I remember we went.
We have
back to
not
back.
played since it's been the Legacy though.
We haven't played since last January, I think.
We went
Yeah.
back to back shows like 3 weekends in a row.
Yeah. Yep.
It was crazy.
It's a fun
I
ass
think we
venue.
did Friday, Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Friday, Saturday.
yeah.
For like 3 weekends in a row.
I would have just left my shit there at that point.
I left a lot of shit there.
Yeah. I love that Tiki stage though. I'm so happy we're playing on the Tiki stage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've always had the most fun on the Tiki stage.
It's a really interesting situation they have going on there. It's two completely different feelings, right?
Yeah.
Like peak stage, you're outside, and you're in the element and everything, and there's this really cool vibe out there. And then you've got the main stage, which is fucking main stage vibe.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of a win-win in my opinion.
Yeah.
I agree, yeah. Both stages are pretty damn
I really
good.
hope it's not cold.
It's gonna be cold.
I don't think it's gonna be cold.
It's gonna be a little chilly,
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
brisk.
No,
A little nippish.
no, I remember we were at whenever they had the barbecue a year or however long it's been. It was fucking cold. That is cold during the day, and it got as you could imagine even colder at
You
night.
guys freezing my nuts off watching Trial by Stone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was. Yeah. Was that this past March or the March before? It was the March before. Yeah, that was a fucking awesome show.
First time I met you guys was in a Waffle House at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, you did. Fred Clayton was doing a SpongeBob impression.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
right.
my god.
That's right. He did okay,
You did just okay.
but paid my bill and left immediately.
Don't blame you.
Well, we got swatted.
What?
You know, they do that.
I feel like you
Yeah.
missed it.
Kimmy and Kenna say hi.
Hi, Saturnalia.
Hi, Saturnalia.
What's up?
Oh, that's another great band in Tallahassee.
Samantha says, welcome back, Fetish.
Yeah, good.
I'm sure she's going to have some questions for you
What's
guys.
the horse's name?
Yeah, what's the horse's name?
That is our question to you.
Yeah, that's our question.
Yeah.
What was the horse's name?
What is the horse's name? We gotta know. But Saturnalia, that's some of our friends' bands. They're pretty great. They don't get a lot of rep out there, but they really deserve it.
Our friends.
They're our
They're
friends.
your.
Yeah, it's my girlfriend, but
But they're just a great band regardless.
they are a great band.
Oh,
Though.
they're great.
All relationships aside, they're pretty damn good.
So they're local here?
They're local here, yeah.
Well, let's get them on.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Let's book them. We're booking in January.
Cool.
Saturnalia.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
It's .fl underscore?
It's .fl underscore, I
I thought
think.
it was just .fl.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Either way, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys should get them on here. They're pretty
send 'em
good.
our way.
Yeah.
So you have the 2 shows coming up. New member. So
Yeah.
that gives a new sound.
Yes.
New songs.
Couple of them.
We're gonna try and get some new songs on the December 9th show. Hopefully,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Originals, covers.
originals.
Good.
Maybe a cover. Maybe one. Maybe a cover. We'll figure it out. We're
And,
still figuring out as we go.
Who does the majority of the writing? You, Mike?
Yeah.
Normally, Mike.
I
Yeah.
don't want to. Yeah. But I mean, most of the time, me and Dave are like jamming and
Yeah.
kind of works it out that way. You know.
It's like one of our originals we wrote. And
And then I write some weird shit to say.
Exactly.
the mic just
I guess that's kind of how you write a song.
Maybe I'll slap it.
So I am curious what the writing process, and Dave, I think we may have discussed this before, but since we're here again, is a deal where you kind of go off and write by yourself and then say, "Hey guys, look at this thing that I've got right here," or is it more of a collaborative effort?
From my experience writing songs in the Fetish, what I've realized is me and Mike will get together. We'll just be bored one day and we'll come together. Like one of our originals, Avery, which absolute killer track. It was originally we were making a joke song about Clockwork Orange, and and it just came together. And we were like, okay, this is cool. And then we went over to a former member's house and we showed it to him, and he liked it. And then Owen wrote some lyrics over it, and that's how that one went. But
Yeah.
I'm like Alone went that way too.
Yeah.
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 And as far as lyrics are concerned, are you like a poet where you have fucking poems and those are your lyrics, or how does that work out for you?
Honestly, I probably should start writing poems. Because I've got some pretty bad fucking writer's block as of recently.
Yeah.
But sometimes it just like comes to my head, and if I like it, I'll sort of spitball things to myself, and then eventually it'll come out as what the song is.
Okay.
But with Avery, I remember the distinct process of how I did the chorus. It's about the Vietnam War. And
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about the Vietnam War. And I looked up the chemical composition of
Agent Orange.
Agent Orange. Yeah, it was
Okay.
Agent Orange.
Now I see the.
And then it's like I sang it with what the chorus was.
Riff, yeah.
And it fit so perfectly. It was just like, that's it.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
chorus.
And you said the name of the song is Avery?
It's Avery. So, Mike, do you want to say
Shit, I'll
why?
take it, yeah. Named after definitely one of my best friends. I know, I think we all feel probably about the same on it. But, he was just there one day. We were messing with the song and he started just absolutely.
groove! Oh my god! Sorry. Go on.
He just started like dancing to it the whole time, and like it was just him in my garage dancing to it while we're playing, and it's like we were just kind of like, all right, fuck it, let's call it Avery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Busted such a move.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think moves like that could ever be replicated.
What about Avery?
No one.
I think it's pretty interesting that you have this song of somewhat serious subject matter. Is that fair to say?
It's pretty serious subject matter.
And you named it after somebody that you know. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I was listening to a lot of our old kind of in the vault stuff that because I gotta say we play about 10% of the stuff we've ever written.
Yeah.
And I was just checking out some of the old stuff we had, and I just remembered a lot of the writing process was really just, I might have a riff or an idea for a song that I bring to the table. Most of the time, it completely changes by the end of it. Whatever I bring, we swap it out with a different verse or a different guitar solo part, you know, whatever. But you know, I mean, I was just listening to some of that old stuff, and I was like, man, why didn't we ever play this? But no, I mean, writing with us, it's like it takes a while for us to really just hammer out a song. But you know, once we do, we got something good. You know, we never slack off with the songs. If we write something that's just not good enough, then you know, yep.
And I've noticed that like whenever we come up with like a subject matter for a song, like not to like just talk about Avery, but like I just noticed the you know, the lyrics will definitely be about what we're talking about and like what the song's about lyrically. But I've noticed that with like a lot of those things, it's like we'll get an idea for a song. Like I think the idea for the Vietnam War kind of came up with me and Mike. We were just like, let's just write about something just like, you know, atrocious. And I know that from the second that we came up with that idea, it for me, like on my own personal thing, I started hearing, you know, different things. Like my drums were very like, very, you know, a lot of heavy tom work, very like George of the Jungle-esque, you know, just trying to get that jungle feel. And you know, Mike's guitar, I really feel like it just screams. It's almost like rifle shots, like the way that they just ring out. And it's just, I feel like once we get a concept for something, we all kind of put our headspace in here, like how can we make this musical, but also like really hit home our idea.
Exactly. There's one part of that song where there's just like, yeah, it's a war song, so we start doing like bomb sounds, and yeah, we did a little recording of it, and we all just started screaming out.
Should we play it?
No, we should
Should
not.
we play that one part?
We should not play that one part, actually.
Let's ask off the record. I feel like we should show them.
I don't know. That's a very embarrassing thing on my part.
Very rough recording.
Why?
I'm just.
It was funny.
I don't know. It's kind of funny, but also kind of embarrassing. Just the way like I'm saying things.
Like a drill sergeant.
Yeah, like a drill sergeant. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. If you guys want to hear it, we can probably play it at some point.
Looks like we got a question about Mike over here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we got a few questions.
You can see that far out?
I can't,
Oh my god.
dude, I can't see past this microphone.
2020. Drive on these.
We got a.
Hey, Dave, you want to come just a little forward?
Oh yeah.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate you.
You
And
need to
we're
talk
up.
You need to talk into the mic, David.
Well, sorry, I'm spending most of my time behind the drum kit.
Yeah, Dave's definitely a drummer. Either he's talking really soft or he's loud as fuck.
Yeah, one or the other.
All right, so we got a few questions. I'm going to start with a Samantha question. Would you rather live where it only snows or the temperature never falls below 100 degrees?
Only snows. Only snows.
Yeah.
You know, I like the cold a lot better, but being 100 degrees all the time, it would give me so many opportunities to get naked and just be like,
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Anyways.
I could just be like, hey man,
Or
it's
the
hot.
booty shorts again.
Oh yeah, booty shorts that I wore to the.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was great.
The last Christmas show we played at it was the Warrior.
Man, that was
He
a Christmas
wore-
show.
That was a
Was
Christmas show.
Yeah, he wore booty shorts.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Well, they were my sisters, and she's like 4'11", and I was like, "There's no way I'm fitting into these." And then I fit really well, and I was like, "Well, these are going in the wardrobe." See,
Still got them on.
yeah, as we speak.
It's gone.
Haven't
Do you really?
them
No, he does
Maybe.
not. Thankfully, he does
under the
not.
pants.
It's been my underwear since
December.
2022. Yep.
You guys have been able to get him off.
Nope. I shower with them.
Samantha asks, what is your favorite memories from the past year? Miguel, you're awfully quiet over there, buddy. Here, let's scoot that up for you.
Probably the first show that we did. I mean, that was, at least in terms of this band, that was probably one of the coolest experiences I've had in a while to play live with y'all. I don't know. It's not often that I get to play with a drummer that rocks the shit out of a double gig. It's insane. I don't know how you for 40 minutes. You play bass for 40 minutes, but you're out here just.
Do you see the way I get up after?
I do. You look like you had a prostate exam. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I have to admit,
right there.
I've always wondered about the mechanics of playing with a double bass. You know, I'm not a fucking drummer, so I couldn't do it myself. But just this motion right here, and very quick timing a lot of it. It's completely beyond me.
Something like with the ankles or something.
Yeah,
and
it's like
So
I've seen that method. Now that shit makes more sense mechanically speaking.
yeah.
is this something
I'll
I'll speak on it.
drummer
Yeah.
on the table.
Yeah.
Playing drums.
I've noticed that playing with the double bass is definitely giving me just the absolute greatest calf muscles. I mean, they look great. But it's helped me with just, it's weird to say, but it's helped me with my dexterity in my hands and like other instruments.
No
and stuff.
shit.
Like I transfer all that because the way that because there's a bunch of different kick drum methods. There's like, the heel toe or the slide and just a bunch of different
Exactly.
things. I just kind of put pedal to the metal and I just go. That's because I like drums are like the one instrument that I wasn't like traditionally trained on. I kind of just like, because I grew up with my dad and he was a musician and he taught me. I mean, he's a drummer, but I mean, he had friends who would teach me things on guitar and bass. And so, I've been studying those like actually for years, but drums were the one thing that my dad would just, he showed me a few things. And then ever since then, it's just been like, I'm figuring things out on my own. Like I'm just listening to different records and just like, trying to emulate what's going on there. But it also depends on what you're playing, because sometimes I'll play a double bass pedal, and then other times I'll have 2 bass drums set up, and it's kind of all just about getting in that motion. Once you're in it, there's no stopping, and you just gotta. It's really just learning how to get into that motion as quick as possible. So like, how do I explain this the best? I don't even know. I like looking at a. Man, I don't even know. It's so hard to explain, but you just it's just kind of one of those things about getting in the motion. It's just about like, I'm not gonna say like full send with no like preparation or anything, but that's kind of part of what it is. You just kind of got to go with it, and you can make some really sick patterns, like just taking some really basic just bass drum patterns on a single pedal and just adding it on the end or just doing rolls after stuff. It's great. I mean, it definitely. I think it fills out a lot of our songs. I definitely think with Miguel, we've done really good at kind of matching up together when it comes to that, and I just think it makes the song booming. And but it really is just all pedal to the metal with it. You just kind of got to go and just get in that motion.
As far as stuff like keeping time is concerned, this is actually my own question to you. As far as keeping time is concerned, you feel like that is something that you develop and learn over time, or is it one of those things where you either have it or you don't?
I think that anyone, and this goes for pretty much anything musical or just artistic at all, I think anyone can learn how to do anything with enough time and enough practice. I do think it comes easier to some people.
Yeah.
But I truly think that anyone can do it. And like with drums, I see a lot of drummers. Like a great example, and we've already talked about them a little bit, but Saturnalia's drummers, and they've got multiple drummers, but I'm specifically going to call out their drummer Cammy, killer drummer. I mean, her parts? There's this one song that they have, and her part, it's this strange, and not strange in a bad way, but strange in just a way. It's this strange pattern that almost I feel like if I did in a song, like I couldn't, I couldn't replicate how full it would be, but the way that she does it, I think there's just she adds something on some offbeat, and I've just never been able to pick it out. It's just one of those mysteries to me. Anytime I see a Saturnalia show, it's like, damn, like I'm just like sitting there trying to piece that one together. Killer drummer, and another thing about that is that there's just some people who are better at some things than other people, but everyone can get to that point. It's like, it's just you just got to put in your all effort. Like how we go up to a show. I mean, everyone's got to be putting in 100% to have a good show. So if you're trying to learn something, you just got to put in 100%. You can get there. I know drummers who have just started, like I got a friend who just killer bass player, but he just started playing drums this year, and he's just been whacking it out, and he's just been crazy at it, and he's getting so much better. And it's been maybe 3 or 4 months, and the dude's just like, he's really stepping it up, and it's great. It's killer. That's all I can really say about it.
It's actually rather reassuring to hear. I'm seriously thinking, my dear.
Let him get a drum kit.
about getting a well, I'm thinking about getting a electronic drum kit.
Okay, get the ones with the mesh heads and get one. Don't splurge.
Don't cheap out.
Don't cheap out.
No
Don't-
shit.
Don't cheap out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's
Yeah, because I'm seeing them go for like $300. I'm like, yeah.
don't
Don't buy it.
don't buy it.
Electronic drum kits isn't one of those things where it's modular and you can kind of piece things together, or
As long as it has the right.
I'm actually legit asking for advice here.
I mean, if I had an electronic drum kit, because usually the way that like if I'm trying to record a drum track in my room and I'm like playing everything, I'll just sit there for an hour and just piece everything together for 8 bars and then be like, this is cool. But you can add your own sounds to electronic drum kits. You can like plug that thing into a an audio interface and record
Exactly.
it live, and it's great. But you got to get a good one to be able to do
And you
that.
can make it sound like really cool, funky things. I think that's pretty fun.
I did.
I got a I guess you call it a drum machine for lack of better terms. It's a fucking keyboard with the
MIDI keyboard.
Yeah, a MIDI keyboard. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. And it's okay for what I'm doing, but this thing right here, I fucking hate it. I goddamn hate it.
Oh yeah, get yourself an electronic drum.
Yeah.
kit. And they have headphone jacks.
Say what?
You're a guitar player, so it's not like timing is your thing. It's fun every night.
You know what? And that's the thing. That's kind of why I'm having this conversation as far as keeping time is concerned. Even whenever I'm playing guitar, I've found that if I don't have a metronome going, keeping time, good luck.
I mean, I'm constantly hearing things in my head. Like I'm constantly hearing like the rhythm of things in my head.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta have that like internal.
oh yeah, it's yeah. I constantly hear that like if I'm listening to a song or something, like if I'm listening to a song or something, or like I'm just driving around and I turn on like my blinker or something, I constantly just hear that.
I know, right?
And then I'll sit there on my steering wheel and but even when I'm playing guitar, whether it be like I'm playing chords that are like picking notes or I'm doing a solo where it's 16th notes or something, I hear the rhythm of that in my head too. So I'll hear the like and I'll hear that out. I just hear that constantly. I mean, I hear just the rhythm of things everywhere. It's just
It's really interesting what you just said. I'm going to compare it to something I heard Dave Grohl talk about.
I was thinking about that too.
He has said, Dave Grohl has said that whenever he plays guitar in his head the way that he plays drums, like as far as like the downbeat and the snare and the hi-hat. He plays guitar the way that he plays drums, which is basically what you just said.
Yeah. Like he thinks about, I'm pretty sure he thinks of the lower notes he thinks the E and the A as his bass drum, and he thinks he thinks the D and the G are his snare, and then the B and the E are his his hi-hats and his cymbals and stuff like that. And that's a way to think about it, is how I will mention it.
Definitely.
But I think it's good for every musician to just know a little bit about drums.
Definitely.
It's definitely helped me out. It made me progress on everything. It's great.
And Miguel, you probably know a little bit about that, being Larry
Let's get
Graham.
some
You know Larry Graham?
I do not.
Larry Graham, Godfather of Funk. He started a lot of the slapping and popping, and that's how he came up with a lot of that. Was ended up on a gig with no drummer, so he started using an open E as a kick. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just started plucking off of that as far as other drums go, and they just took off. There it goes.
Yeah, I always tend to think about the rhythmic aspects of playing bass. I mean, the way I run the rig that I have is I run the neck pickup through like a clean bass channel, and I run the bridge pickup through like a distorted effects channel. So I get a lot of articulation through that. I play a lot with my fingernails. You can see they're a little bit longer.
Sure. Yeah.
And most of the bass players I've talked to, they really don't like the nails and like the articulation because they don't get the fat sound. But like, I feel like I'm almost like a rhythm guitar player when it comes to the bands that I play in, because I like trying to fill up the space both with that upper range and also with the, I guess, the thump.
And he does a pretty damn good job of it.
Yeah, I really do try. Yeah, a lot of it, honestly, like most of the technique that I've learn and that I try to apply is like I learned from Geddy Lee from Rush.
Nice.
I mean, he's my go-to for all of that. So like I've like
sign your shrine down.
I mean, yeah, I got 2 basses and they are both the ones that he used. That's
God.
it. I don't think I can live without him. Yeah, like I've studied through all of his techniques and how he like incorporates the bass as a not only as a foundational instrument but as a rhythmic and melodic instrument.
And then as soon as we do a Rush song, Mike is gonna be the happiest man on earth.
Oh, yeah. Disclaimer: we're not doing a Rush song.
We can do Working Man, make it like
I like
a
it.
little heavier.
Yeah.
I won't play a single thing Neil Peart wrote.
Good thing he didn't write
Yeah.
it.
Right. That should
Oh yeah, no, I'm not caught up in my Rush lore like that.
maybe you should figure it out.
I've had a girlfriend before.
Oh really?
Oh,
Wow.
Hey.
Oh, but I really do like Rush.
Got
so-
him.
Wow. You want to see my Spotify?
Sure. Let's see it.
No.
No.
All right. Samantha asks, what clothing item would make you walk out on a date or bandmate interview if someone wore it?
I feel like this should be a group answer. Let's all discuss this.
I think. I don't know if there's like a.
I don't know, man. He showed up to his audition with the Pinkerton shirt, so
I don't honestly. I support it all the way. I support that all the way. Pinkerton is Weezer's best album, and I will
agree.
stand by that. I will stand by that.
What would be a piece of clothing?
Cargo shorts.
Oh,
man.
If I go on a date, like let's say I meet a girl on Tinder and
Gosh.
she shows up to the date in a bucket hat, I'm walking.
no, not the bucket hat.
Walking.
But no bucket hats.
A bucket hat?
Fucking
You, have you never seen like the bucket hats? Oh my god, they're
my
the stupidest
God.
looking thing.
I'm already
ever.
looking one up. I'm already
It's
looking
like
It's like a fedora for chicks.
yeah,
one up. Not even. I
Kind
see
of like a
No, it's-
bowl, but upside down and put it on your
Yeah.
head.
Okay.
I see a lot of.
you know like the brimmed hats.
Jeez, wear that.
It's like they cut off like
Oh, the
cut off the
old
other
Kanger hat.
It's a whole culture behind it.
Yes.
it's really stupid.
insufferable.
dudes who wear those are insufferable.
I didn't realize those were called bucket hats.
Yeah, they're kind of
I always
funky
I
looking.
just call them red
If
flags.
you're wearing them while you're fishing,
I'll
it's a different
always
thing.
associate those with Run DMC.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's real though.
Yeah.
That's real.
Okay, well they're the only people who I support wearing that.
Yeah.
They're okay.
Mike, what do you got?
Hey, oh man. I don't know. I support the bucket hat answer, to be honest
Damn
with
straight.
you.
That's why I said they should be grouping.
I don't know. I mean, certain types of turtlenecks are pretty bad too.
Turtleneck? Yeah, that's fair.
That can be pretty ugly. Like if you got like a green one or something,
Oh, it's
sleeves rolled up. If it's a dude,
looking like a
I don't know if it's like
I
a
don't know.
looking like a member.
Girl can sport a turtleneck, but a dude.
I don't know.
Dude,
I got a pretty good looking turtleneck in my closet.
Oh man, you should
They're
definitely not wear.
They're like a
No, no,
buzzer.
I'm not
They're
gonna
like,
wear for. I'm not gonna wear for.
do we have that on the soundboard? Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I'm
did
not
it.
gonna wear to a show. No, that's stupid.
We should
But
all show up in
We should all wear turtlenecks.
That if we all show up in turtlenecks, I'll wear my turtleneck.
I'm thinking of that movie Saturday Night Lights. It may not be the movie I'm thinking of. The movie about the porn stars. The guy ends up.
There's a bunch of movies about this.
You know, never mind. I can't think of the name of the goddamn movie right now, so never mind.
Mark Wahlberg
Right,
in it?
I want to say he is.
Yeah.
The
I don't know that movie.
the guy in the turtleneck walks into a room and his chick is with another dude and he lights both of them up and then gives one to himself afterwards.
Oh man,
Yeah.
That's kind of dark.
Have
Saturday
a
night.
turtleneck,
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Saturday night
Yes.
thing.
So when you said turtleneck, that's where I went in my head. Yep.
I'm not gonna wear my turtleneck anymore.
Burn it.
I would have said one of them goopy ass clan hats, but you know,
Well, that would definitely.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would
I'm
definitely.
I don't
I'd
think
be
a
more
Klan-
concerned about that than a
So
hat.
I don't think a Klans member would have gone.
for me, the deal
The
breaker,
first thing I
at
go
least
is
as far
I'm
as a,
Jewish.
actually whether it's on a date or especially audition a band member, for me it would be a Megadeth shirt. Wearing a Megadeth
Wow.
shirt.
I'm very glad I chose that Slayer
Fighting
shirt
word.
today.
That's
I'm really
fighting
glad this was the only thing I had.
That's fighting words right there.
I'm kidding. I don't hate
Yes, you did. Just
You
be
can't. It's not legal because without Mustaine, there's no Metallica. Metallica would have never been born.
Amen.
They would have never had any good record.
They haven't since.
True.
So, all right, where was that?
Hi, Leah.
Yo,
We
what's
know-
up?
We know her.
There we go.
You want a neck massage?
Yeah,
We
dude.
got. Would you rather be a Fruit Loop or a Frosted Flake?
Good
Fruit Loop,
question.
definitely Fruit
Good
Loop.
question.
Yeah, well, we got a few Fruit Loops. One and two.
Fruit Loop.
That's a tough one. I don't really like either.
How much food coloring do you want to be?
I actually
Red
would rather
Only
be.
red.
I would rather be a piece of cinnamon toast crunch.
So you avoid red 40.
I want to be a piece of bran flakes.
Brand.
Yeah, bran
The
flakes.
brand. Like that.
I feel like that.
Family Guy bit.
I'm gonna punch you.
What's the worst piece of advice you've ever been given?
Gosh. You think people would? Oh God. The worst she can say is no. That's exactly what happened.
What's the worst she could say?
The worst she can say is no.
It's very not
There's
I have a story about that.
the worst she could say is laughing in your face, probably. Saying you're like a
Ew.
brother to me, saying you. That's
Oh,
Ewe's not terrible. I'm kind of used to that one.
well, maybe you should
All
fix
right.
that, David.
Maybe. Dude, I have a story about like
Do I
Oh,
want to
God
hear it?
damn
Do I
it.
want to hear it?
there was this just absolute like dime piece, and
God.
oh my gosh, this is. Why did I mention this? But
started it.
But it was actually around the time that we had a show at the Rose Room, and so I was selling these tickets, right? And they were $10 a piece, and I was like, okay, if I give one
Oh,
away,
this story. Oh my God.
I was like, if I give one away free, then I could just put $10 of my own money in there. It wasn't that big a deal, right? So I go up there, and she's sitting with like just a kind of acquaintance of mine. And
oh, it's another acquaintance.
no, now that yeah, now and I
Guys, come off.
yeah, I had them locked and loaded in my back pocket. I was ready. But basically I was like, and me and my friend we were just like hanging out somewhere, and we had played rock paper scissors to who got to ask this chick out, and we like geared it up, like we bowed up, and I won. I was very happy about that. So I go up to her and I'm like, hey. And then I was like, hey, my close friend or my acquaintance. I was like, so I got the show and I'm trying to sell tickets. And I was just talking about it, and she was like, a show? And I was like, yeah, a show. I'm in a band. And I thought that was getting me there. So then I was like, do you want a ticket? I'm usually selling them, but I'll give them one to you if you promise to show up. She was like, yeah. So she grabbed it. I started walking away, and I was like, her friend probably wants one. She doesn't want to go alone. So I tried to give one to her friend. She's like, oh no, I've got something to do. I start walking away, and she goes, but her boyfriend might want a ticket.
Oh,
And the dread fell. Yeah, just go ahead and play it. The dread fell over me, and there was 3 options here, right? So just keep walking away and just be like, oh, I can only give away 1 ticket. Take back the other ticket, or give her an extra one for her boyfriend. And I don't play around. Like I was selling those tickets. I was really, I was giving out those tickets. I was like, so
You gave one out for free?
I gave out 1 for free, and I told myself, I was like, 1 isn't going to kill anything. Is what I thought before I gave her another ticket for her boyfriend.
Wow.
But it doesn't end there.
You're such a nice guy.
I know. They always finish last.
Didn't she not show up?
Oh no, she did. But that's not even the worst part. Is that I was in a very crowded area, and I had a bag with me. And in front of like 50 people, I went to pick up my bag and just walk away and get out of that situation. I dropped everything out, and it's like everyone was darting at me, and I was picking up all my stuff. So not only did I lose my dignity and my pride, but I lost $20 fucking, and that pisses me off.
oh man.
It's okay, David.
So that is
So
the
we
worst
lost
piece.
$40
How did we lose 40
as a
bucks?
That's a
that
bad.
$20 that you were gonna put into the ticket.
No, I put it in the tickets.
Okay.
Well, you lost $20 then.
yeah.
Yeah, we didn't lose shit. I lost shit.
So another question that I had, changing the subject now, and this is for everybody in the band. Are there any songs that you are particularly proud of for any specific reason?
Like originals?
Yes.
Okay. I'll always say my proudest song was Rotting Flesh, lyric wise. Really? You were thinking I was gonna say Alone? No. Rotting Flesh is like my baby, my fetish baby. That's kind of a weird thing to say, but
Wow. Wow.
It's on the record.
no, it's not.
I would not have made that connection until after you said that.
Can you
Yeah,
get a clip of that?
I gotta figure out how to make shorts.
yeah.
Give it some shit.
That's yeah.
My little fetish baby.
But yeah, I'm really proud of that writing process. I can remember like
Man,
so much like writing
process kind of
into
sucked,
that.
though.
It did, yeah. But I remember my theater teacher was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Writing a song." She's like, "Oh, cool," and then she walked away. It was like,
And by the way, you've kind of hopped around it, but I want details on why.
on why? Oh, I don't know. I'm very proud of those lyrics. I wouldn't say they hit very hard, very home for me. They're about like an abusive relationship, sort of.
God
and,
damn.
like, yeah.
All
and,
right.
like suicide and all that junk.
shit,
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't say specifically because I haven't killed myself, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I
Have you
feel
been
like
abused?
not necessarily, but there was one relationship that I'm very glad I stepped away from.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's not necessarily about her, but like I feel like
just
I've
more
just
generally speaking.
more generally speaking, like
Gotcha.
about abusive relationships and stuff.
trying to tell a story.
Yeah,
That's all-
it's more telling story.
Yeah.
Your lyrics are pretty serious there, huh?
Well, sometimes.
I respect it. I say that with respect. Seriously.
Yeah. I try to keep it a little serious.
Yeah.
We got Agent Orange. We got toxic relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All kinds of shit going on.
Yeah.
Gentlemen,
Who's next?
Miguel.
We need to do.
Huh?
You wanna talk?
The three am I going to talk about? I think I've been in the band for like a month and a half.
That's true.
I haven't written anything yet.
Well, surely there's got to be at least one song, right? That maybe you have a specific bass line that you wrote that you're really proud of, or maybe you have just this one jamming song that you really enjoy playing. You know,
What's that one song called again?
that one.
That one. Oh my God.
Oh, drop these nuts!
The pinnacle of songwriting right there.
That's the best song ever to perform. I love it so much. Drop
Solid
these.
minute and 12 seconds or
Like
something like that.
300 BPM or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on what David feels that day.
Yeah.
Depends on what I've done. With the show.
So Miguel, drop Jesus.
Drop
No,
D's.
drop D's.
Drop D's.
Wow,
nuts.
drop Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Can we get some more details on why you're into it?
That was kind of a joke, but it is an extremely fast song, and I have to watch his hands for the entirety of the thing because I cannot remember what in God's name notes he's playing.
Sure.
It's just like a flurry of something in drop D.
Is it really 300 BPM, or is that an exaggeration?
I think it's a bit of an exaggeration.
Probably an
but
exaggeration, but not
it's pretty
much of one.
fast.
Really?
Pretty
Yeah.
fast.
I mean, if we're talking 260, then point made.
Yeah.
Just hammer away on the open D. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. I really don't say anything though. I just say random whatever.
You say drop these nuts.
Actually, maybe it is 300.
Is it 300?
Yeah.
I think
Might be a little faster. I don't know.
No, we wrote
Depending
it.
on the day.
We wrote
I
it maybe two.
don't think that's quite 300.
That's
What is that?
That's 250.
250.
That's
Okay.
250, maybe 200.
Nah. 250 sounded right.
250 sound better.
Dude, it's
Yeah, that's like
real?
Yeah, it's only faster.
That's a halftime.
But seriously, whenever you start talking about over 100 to 200 BPM, I mean that's pretty up there.
Yeah, I mean, at the time when we did that, we were just we wanted a joke song, and we also wanted something just heavy as shit, So like, it has one of those like slow intros, and then the rest of the
Yeah.
song is super fast.
I feel like it's like Corn with Twist, how it's like never the same every night.
Yeah,
It's like different every single night.
I fucking love that song.
Yeah, it's such a great song. I love Corn. Corn's like one of my favorite bands.
Mike,
Man, we have this one called Just a Junkie. That's probably, I mean, musically it's not our crowning achievement, but I don't even know if we've had that yet, to be honest. But Just a Junkie, 7 minutes long, the endurance of it, alone.
Fucking Metallica over here.
And oh, no, you said it.
Oh shit!
Start doing shots every time.
It's fun, but in my defense, I said Megadeth first, though.
Yeah.
So there's something to be said there.
Pencils out Metallica.
Exactly.
They've been doing that for 40 years.
But
Just saying.
I agree with that fully, but that song, it starts off with clean guitar intro, then it's just kind of a groovy riff. All the verses are kind of different, and it always goes back to the main riff.
Yeah.
And then does a seek and destroy almost,
Oh,
where it
nice.
stops, fast drums and then
Yes.
guitar solo, halftime breakdown at the end with another guitar solo. So I like playing that one.
I recently started writing this song, and it's got this super really pretty melodic thing going on, and then there's like a few seconds of silence, and it's just like fucking doom metal, like this just I don't want to say slow, but for lack of better terms, it's a little slow. It's really fucking heavy, and I just love that back and forth like that. That's my shit. That's my shit.
The one that goes from Fairy Forest.
That one. Yeah.
Very hard.
Yeah.
For lack of better term.
I wrote this thing and I was like, God damn, that's pretty. So I had to let her listen to it.
Oh,
man.
Swift shirt.
Yeah.
If someone showed up into a band practice with a Taylor Swift shirt, I'm walking out that building right now.
I'd be like, either you're really fucking funny and talented, or
you're
more.
Yeah. I'm not the biggest Taylor Swift fan.
I don't mind T-Swizzle. I don't mind.
I think
Yeah.
a couple good.
There's some.
Yeah.
He's a good musician, I will say.
I mean,
I'm not.
I am not like a huge fan of pop music. There are some exceptions, and that's true to every genre for the stuff that I don't like. But anyhow, as far as like pop music is concerned, I don't mind it.
Yeah, I think she definitely has some really good songs, but like I don't like that she's just. I get like she's releasing it for her own sake, but releasing new her old music as new music, quote unquote. I don't know. It's kind of
I
weird.
couldn't name one of her fucking songs. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Neither.
couldn't name
I
one.
don't even know what she looks like.
Well,
She's gonna. We just. God damn it. Don't leave me alone.
Yeah. All right. So we actually had that question, Rob, a few times in the chats.
Which one?
What's your favorite song and all that?
Yep.
I can't believe no one talked
That was a good one.
About Alone.
I feel like that.
I mean, Alone.
I think Alone
Alones
our
are.
most popular song.
It's supposed to be the radio song if we could ever get it on the radio.
I know that. Alone.
By the way, I mentioned that X is doing this thing. Is it recorded?
It's
Maybe.
it's recorded.
It is
kind of.
recorded. We have something,
I hate the vocals on it because it's off tune.
so we might.
But
need to
Alone
change that
does
part.
sound the best.
It's
If we were gonna,
definitely
if we were gonna
recording
play a
we
song tonight, we should play Alone.
So and seriously, I bring this up because from what I understand, don't fucking quote me and say Rob said. I don't want to hear anybody say, well, Rob said.
Okay, so Rob said.
I don't want to fucking hear it. But anyhow, the point I'm getting at is I believe that X is going to be playing at least one song of each band at some point.
I think I saw that in the group chat.
Get in touch with Chris on that. He can.
Text Mike Brown.
Yeah, and I hope I'm not talking about shit about. I hope I'm not talking about shit that I shouldn't be talking about. But
Yeah, I think.
It's off the record anyway.
yeah.
Bah.
And again, I don't want to fucking hear anybody say, "Well, Rob said."
I think I saw something like it was 6-second clip or something. Or like a
Yeah,
12-second
yeah,
clip
yeah,
of it.
something like that. But anyhow, check it out. Yeah, reach out to Chris. He can probably get you some more details on that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a good song.
Oh,
I love singing it.
so yeah, let's talk about Alone.
Yeah.
What's
I'll talk about it because in recent times,
Thank you.
in recent times I've had a distaste for the song, but it's only solely because of some associated memories. Because I feel like, I mean, it's one of those songs. It's like it's one of those songs you can cry to, you can jam out to. Because I've felt both feelings while listening to it.
I like that.
The lyrics I think are good. I think the lyrics actually are some of the, really good ones. I'm now just realizing that you wrote those lyrics, right?
No.
Well,
Not
they're
technically.
mediocre at best.
No, I will admit they were pretty damn good.
They're pretty good.
Pretty catchy.
Who wrote the lyric?
I think he was
Former member of ours.
Oh, okay.
But
Associative memories. and
Yeah.
such.
but
Oh, that's what you meant by that.
no, actually, I was talking about a girl.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
well, that's what
'Cause
I
they were
mean
just,
by
it
that.
just, it was just really like I just I couldn't hear the song from an outside perspective. I couldn't hear the song from then other than oh okay it's alone.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't hear it from then, and then when I was going around with this girl, I finally heard it, and I was like I hear it from an outside perspective. I could. It
Damn.
just kind of clicked for me, and I was like wow. I was like shit. I was like these are some powerful things. I mean I feel like Alone is definitely when it comes to lyricism. I think it touches a lot of bases of just emotions when it comes to just love. Because I couldn't tell you what the song's about.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't write it. That's fair.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what it's about, but I can tell you that I know that in a general sense, it's about it's about a relationship.
Yeah.
It's finding comfort in pain.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think that everyone
And it's
hears.
And I think
Finding comfort in pain.
there's a lot about like drug abuse and stuff.
It is.
There's some
Kinda like,
there's some of it and like some of it.
I think it's supposed to be more of a what you call it? Reference, or something
Yeah.
like that, where it's
It's-
kind of like the lyrics are meant to be kind of vague.
Yeah, but there is
So you can kind of form your own
some
meaning from it.
underground information. Some of the lyrics is snow on glass and arms with marks.
Okay,
Yeah.
well that'll
Wow.
definitely do it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Alone is basically just we can put it in parentheses. David's July through August, so we can
Damn.
put it right there.
Yeah,
It's like it's like that Billy Joel song, "Moving Out." What is it, Andy's song?
Andy song, Anthony
give a
song.
fuck. I
yeah.
don't listen to
Anthony
Billy
song.
Joel.
I love Billy Joel. Billy Joel's great.
I think the riff's fun to play.
Oh
That's
yeah.
all I know. But
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone knows the riff.
Wow, that hits so much harder now that I've actually heard some of the lyrics. Damn.
You never
No,
understood
never
the
once.
lyrics?
No, I don't even know any of the lyrics to Avery. I don't know the
Wow.
lyrics to fucking Junkie.
Wow.
I don't know the lyrics to anything.
You mentioned about being able to look at the song from the outside. I really try to remove myself, from like my own little bubble when it comes to writing my own music, because writing your own shit is a lot of fun, and you hear it, you go, oh man, that sounds great, but then it's like, well, is it really?
Yeah.
It's just with any of the Fetish songs. I mean, we kind of shot up like a bottle rocket when it comes to, I guess, popularity in the local scene, which was great, and we've been supported by some great bands under that, and like other bands. Like I mean, it was the same thing. Like I helped out another local band, kind of small, called Falls Chase for a while.
Yeah.
I played.
Yes.
I played
You
bass.
practiced with them twice.
Actually, I practiced with them like 16 times.
Okay,
Or something like
okay.
that. But no, they were great, and I actually got to hear
Love
the
False
songs and
Jays.
stuff like that, and I got to hear that from a musical point. So it was like the switch. It was kind of the switch with it, and but hearing the Fetch songs, like I'll be on stage and play them, and I just won't even think about it. I'll just be thinking about what I'm doing. But
Yeah.
Absolutely.
it really took that kind of whole like 3 or 4 week experience to truly understand that like shit, our thing like this, like I've realized that like our songs mean so much to some people. Just like it's just crazy. It's just like some like people will hear something go like, it's just like it took me that long to just like kind of realize that like fuck, like we really were able to touch on some emotions, because I never heard it. I only heard my drum part and then the yeah, that's it.
That's gotta be a really cool feeling. Damn it, there was something. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. God damn it. Oh, you mentioned having people connect with your music. That's gotta be a really cool feeling. We're all just none of us here are fucking famous, right?
Yeah.
And
We're just
so,
people
yeah.
living in Tallahassee.
Well, I mean, you could find my account on Feet Finder.
But the point that I'm getting at is to have people to be like, oh man, I fucking love this song for X reason, or I connect to this song for X reason. That is really goddamn cool though.
Yeah.
Got Jackson Dupree in the chat.
Oh,
asking some
Jack,
bangers. Asking some bangers.
I was talking about you, Jack.
Favorite Thanksgiving.
Favorite
food?
Thanksgiving food
Oh yeah, there's a good question.
besides tater tots. I can tell by the look in your eyes, David.
That's actually not what I was gonna say. Damn. Mine was an emotional answer.
Go for it. Let's hear it.
Cranberry sauce.
Thanksgiving was my mom's favorite holiday.
Green beans.
Thanksgiving was my mom's favorite holiday, and I lost her in 21.
Oh,
And but I just remember she would stay up all night and cook.
Yeah.
And I think my favorite food is it's probably mac and cheese around Thanksgiving because of I stayed up till like 5 a.m. We started at 8 o'clock, by the way. I do not know how it took that long to make a baked mac and cheese, but
It takes longer than you think.
it takes a while.
I've made mac and cheese before.
But
It's a while.
me and just a bunch of my buddies, we stood up all night and just made it. And, I was like, damn, like that's the same shit that she would do. And I was like, it was like, kind of bringing me back to those memories. And so that's, I think, my favorite Thanksgiving food.
Amen.
It's a good one. Good answer.
Mac and cheese is a pretty
What's
damn
yours?
good Thanksgiving food.
Mine.
Yeah.
13 beers and a
Ham.
car keys.
Ham.
What about mine?
If you're not driving, you're not drinking.
Off the record.
Off the record.
Say what?
Oh, go to you got
This is the one I want to.
Let's
Yeah,
click
yeah.
on it. Click on
This one?
Wait.
Who's the best metal frontman
that
from
is
the
a good
80s?
question.
it. Yes.
I don't know.
I got two answers for this one. But I don't think one of them's metal. But I'd say he's probably the best frontman from the 80s. Here
Who
we
would you
go.
Not yet.
I'll go last.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go last.
Okay. Well, I don't know. This isn't a metal front man, but he's one of my first ever inspirations, really, for getting into singing and stuff. I gotta say Freddie Mercury. It's gotta be one of the best front man.
Solid.
Freddie Mercury's gotta be
Solid.
one of the
Answer.
Yes.
best fucking front man
Man,
in music.
I love Ozzy.
Okay.
I mean,
Ozzy's a good
he's
one.
not necessarily 80s only, but
But he was definitely
His 80s shit is
he was definitely in the 80s era. Yeah, definitely. Yep, counts.
As far as frontman, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot more to be a frontman. I mean, you can just be a singer.
Yeah.
Or you can be a frontman.
Yeah.
I just like the kind of, I don't want to say childish, but childish kind of energy of like, I'm Ozzy Osbourne. I can do whatever I want.
I can bite.
I'm the Prince of fucking Darkness, man.
I'm British and I'm gonna bite the head off this bat.
Miguel.
I don't know. I'm not a huge metalhead, but I'm really thinking of Peter Gabriel in the 70s with Genesis.
Okay.
I mean, he was like,
That's the 70s.
that is the 70s. Yeah.
Disqualified.
Wrong.
I can't think of anything, man.
Womp
I'm
womp.
sorry.
Dee Snyder from Twisted Sister.
Hell yeah.
Imagine how crazy it would be if that was my answer. I don't know. There's a lot of good ones. It sucks because when I think of 80s frontman, I think more like glam metal.
Yeah.
That's,
I don't know.
I'll hear it. I'm not gonna say I'll allow it, but I'm gonna say I'll hear it. Let's hear it.
Wow. Okay. If I'm truly being honest, I think, man, because when I see a frontman, I see shit like David Lee Roth. I mean, the dude just
Yep.
the energy.
Counts.
My answer.
He has
Yep.
the energy. He
Yep.
Whenever I'm like playing in a band where I'm from, and the energy is what matters. And that's what
Definitely.
I like about Owen is he's got that
Yep.
fucking energy. That's what's crazy. He got that David Lee Roth energy. Fucking wild. And so, a little bit about you.
Thanks, David. I really appreciate that.
So if I'm chiming in here, and I'm not gonna go with the obvious, I'm gonna say Chuck Billy.
Oh man, hell yeah! Testament's like
Yeah,
Okay.
good shit. That was a good one.
I was gonna say David Lee Roth
Okay.
as far as front man,
Yeah.
but as far as metal vocals in the 80s,
Yeah.
David Wayne from Metal Church.
Oh.
wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like
wanna
it's
talk about a
kind of
range.
basic, but I think James Hetfield
James Hetfield.
in the '80s.
See,
80s gem.
I didn't want to go with the obvious.
But, like,
no,
the
well,
dude-
okay, what will be my obvious answer, anyways? Yeah. But for me, a very, very, very close second
Yeah.
would be Chuck Billy.
Yeah.
I think if we're just doing vocals, but we
Who asked that question? That's
Jackson
Jackson Dupree.
that's one
I
of the
love
best
Jack.
questions we've had on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But if we're excluding two factors, one, if we're excluding frontman and making it just vocalist, and two, if we were to talk about a metal vocalist just from the 1970s on, I mean, there's no way to talk about metal vocalists without talking about Chuck Schuldiner from Damn.
Oh,
I mean, dude, the dude's killing. Dude's
yes.
killing.
See, my next would have been fuck. Oh man, this so goddamn Slayer's vocalist.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
a
He's
good
a pretty
one.
fucking
Yep.
good. He's pretty good.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm gonna be
His,
so honest.
the later
I don't-
stuff's kind
Yeah.
of funky.
The early stuff, you know,
Like Raining Blood.
I mean, I honestly think Hella Waits is kind of like peak because it was right in between that, like their first album, Show No Mercy.
Yeah.
That was a lot more like almost new wave British heavy metal, you know. But then Hella Waits was their first like, oh my god,
Yeah.
what's happening
punch
right
in the
now?
face.
Yeah. I mean, even the album cover is like,
Whoa.
damn.
All right, so we talked about 80s. Let's talk about right now.
Right now.
Yeah, and I'm going to narrow it by saying bands or let's keep it frontmen that are relevant.
Will Ramos, Lorna Shore.
Will
Ramos, Lorna Shore. You know the
nope.
fucking. Oh my god! Have you never heard To the Hellfire?
Not relevant.
Not relevant.
I don't think my answer is very
Okay,
relevant either.
okay.
No,
Yeah.
no. Someone pull up To the Hellfire. You guys got to hear the end of it.
We'll have to listen to it after. Actually, we got a bad review about copyright infringement. Did you see that?
Fuck! What?
We dropped from 5 stars to 4.3 stars. Somebody did not recommend us. Did you see that horse shit?
No, I didn't.
It's a fucking scam. You had to click a link to have it removed and all kinds of bullshit. And I was like, fucking, you can stay there. Hate us. I hope I'm taking up rent.
I'll
Fucking head,
I'll
motherfucker.
look into that.
Hell yeah.
To have it removed.
That's why I got 2 nuts so they can suck one.
Yes.
Well, if that's not relevant enough, I guess we'll go again with James Hetfield.
Okay,
He's still
relevant.
going.
He's
Yeah,
pretty
absolutely
relevant.
so relevant.
He's still pretty relevant.
Yes.
My rant threw you off. Sorry, buddy.
Oh wait, we were talking about.
Yeah,
Not right now.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
no,
right
it
now.
was my turn. Is what I was talking about.
yeah,
I
it's
was
your turn.
thinking.
Miguel,
Vince
let's leave it on
Neil
show,
from
buddy.
Motley Crue.
Don't say that.
You know, I don't think the energy's the same.
Right up there with Axl Rose, baby.
I don't think the energy is the same as it was in the '90s. But if we're talking about relevance in a metal frontman, God, you can't. Phil Anselmo paints.
Phil.
Pantera,
Yes.
Phil.
I don't want to
Still
mention
carries
him.
that 90s energy
He's
with him.
yeah.
He will just tank something just because he gets
The way
too
like
wound up.
Yeah.
he just does it so weird, but it's like so good at the
Yes.
same time.
It is kind of weird, isn't it?
It's like really like it's like harsh. It's sort of harsh on your voice.
Yeah.
But it's like he just does it anyway. He
Yes.
doesn't give a shit.
His vocal style has changed.
It
But
has,
but then again, I mean the dude he's got to be pushing 60 first of all.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean he came from doing glam metal, early Pantera
Yes.
to doing
Which not a whole lot of people know about. Yeah.
Now he's in the biggest Pantera cover band because it's not. It's not Pantera.
band ever.
It's not.
It's not Pantera.
They're gonna call it
They're
Pantero.
Bandterra.
Whatever happened to Mike Patton? Faith No More.
What did happen to
And
Mike
Mr. Bungle, it comes full circle. We listened to a Mr. Bungle song in the car on the way here.
Fucking love Mr. Bungle.
We listened to Squeeze Me Macaroni, which Jackson Dupree showed me. I love Jack.
So, Miguel, current relevant metal vocalist.
Relevant. That's a hard one. I don't know, man. I just remember that Iron Maiden and Bruce Dickinson.
Fred Durst. Best one
Get
ever.
the fuck out of
All
here.
right, guys, that's me.
That was on the
I think that was like
let's
the
take it
first
off.
major show that I saw.
Oh shit.
Like Iron Maiden in 2018. I went with my high school band. Actually, remind me of that drummer from my high school band. He
Great.
played, well, I mean, he played a double kick like a monster. That's not a terrible.
I remember you telling us about him.
Did I tell you about him?
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah.
you were- yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Said he wanted to
anyways,
be a guitar player.
he did.
So real.
Whoa.
So real.
That's so true.
Mike?
I don't know if he's necessarily relevant, but I see him on all the Guitar World magazines. Jared James Nichols. He's a blues rock kind of guy. Plays with his fingers and sings while doing it.
shit.
Yeah, that dude. I think
Oh, yeah.
he had some song out, Threw Me to the Wolves, 3 years ago, I think, and that was when I was like really like, damn, this dude is good.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like, because you can be a good guitar player, good singer, whatever, but like
Doing both
to
at
have
the same
good songs,
Yes.
to have good songs is like what's important, you know. And he does all three of them well, sings guitar and writes good music, you know. So I don't know if he's not like the biggest artist in the world, but you know, I mean, he's been getting up there. He's been traveling up the food chain for a couple of years now, so I'm hoping to see him go somewhere soon.
Nice.
And that is my answer completed.
Relevant in today's metal?
Yep.
Not really metal, but you know,
Relevant.
You can't say, I don't know his name, the guy from 12 Foot Ninja, because he is no longer in the band.
Yeah.
You can't say him.
What about
Sorry, buddy.
Wally Radke?
Awesome. No.
Yes.
my favorite metal band.
Yeah, Falling in Reverse.
Is Cinderella still touring?
No.
About Rat.
It's my favorite.
No. Today.
I'm not sure. Kurt Rogers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it.
Kurt Rogers in the multiple bands that he's in.
Yes.
Pick one. Pick a fucking. I'm surprised he's not in the Fetish
Right.
as a sidekick.
I'm gonna pull
As-
up a
as
mask.
your sidekick.
I'm gonna pull
That-
up a mask.
that was
Let's
amazing.
pull out the mask. I would have gotten away with it too.
If you weren't for your meddling kids.
Meddling kids.
All right, so my favorite current metal vocalist is Tatiana Shamaluk, Ginger.
Damn.
Oh,
Ginger.
I still haven't
Ginger.
heard
A little
him.
bit different.
Still haven't heard him.
you gotta give it a go, man. Just give it a go. Give it 5 minutes.
She's
Spelled with a J, right?
With a J. Yep, JINJER.
she's like one of the greatest like female vocalists I think I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Mac Healy in 1975, or I think it's someone else.
I don't know. It could have been her, but I just know she's a pretty,
She is married to a guitarist, but I don't know what his name is or the band that he's in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or you should be married to an accountant. For that money she's raking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
If you like 12 Foot Ninja, then you'll probably like Ginger.
and I fucking love 12 Ninja.
They have I don't want to say they have the same sound. They don't, but it's kind of the same style with maybe a little bit more Lamb of God sprinkled in.
Why the fuck did we not say Corey Taylor? I'd say he's pretty relevant.
Maybe
Yeah,
not.
We
absolutely.
said favorite.
Well, favorite.
Well, sure.
I mean, yeah,
How
he's
do
pretty
you want
relevant.
to split it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's pretty relevant still as well.
Absolutely.
Corey Taylor, especially with the kicking the drummer out.
I was just.
Whatever that.
I saw this meme today that actually.
Are they done? Slipknot?
I hope so.
Yeah, I think they're done. I really
After
think.
kicking out Craig, the DJ, whatever he was, and then
Yeah.
the drummer, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah, I think they're done.
I'm pretty.
I didn't want to.
After so long, I think.
The people are gonna have to imagine what this is because I don't want to show his face and/or name because it would be bringing up something that we can't talk about.
God, oh God, no! I saw that. Oh no, he's not gonna save Slipknot. He will not save Slipknot.
I have imagined that band without that person, and
It would be a gift from
It'd
God.
be pretty good, I think.
it probably would be awesome, but I don't think it would work.
I don't think so.
Just to reference something that happened at last practice between the Fetish that I'm
Oh
not.
God, no! We're not talking about that.
There was a
No,
really
no,
funny
no,
video
no,
of
no,
Lars
no.
out there.
No, we're not talking about it.
You gotta
We're not
search
talking about.
for it,
We're
'cause
not
I'm not gonna bring it up.
We're not talking about it.
But it's so,
It's so bad.
but it's so funny.
Oh my God.
I'm thinking we will, since I couldn't find any of your guys's, like, I found some of your old videos, but
Yeah.
the quality wasn't that good. I need recordings of you guys so I could actually make a video for you.
We have one recording. I feel like we could show them alone.
Yeah.
I can send them.
Oh God.
Well, it's a little late for that.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah.
gonna- yeah.
Yeah.
Takes about an hour for every minute of song. Takes about an hour of,
Damn.
yeah. And I don't think you guys want to hang out with me for that fucking long.
Yeah.
But we do
Especially
have
if
a
we're doing
minute and a half
junkie.
intro that will give us a short break,
Yeah.
real quick. I know Mike needs water.
I need a pee.
Sorry, buddy. I should have lined you up a couple beforehand, but then you would need to pee too.
Yeah.
All right. So we will hit that again, and that will give us 1 minute and 30 seconds on the dot. See you in a second.
And we're back. It's just me. Thank you, Tammy.
Are we back live? Hey,
Yep, we're back.
everybody.
Hey.
What's this button? Hey, look at that.
And now we're back. So,
Big shout out to Our Final Feud for letting me borrow that.
Speaking of, so we mentioned the show, and we mentioned X 1.5. Also, shout out to Ian McKenzie for getting everybody connected with X.
Hell yeah.
I don't know any details about it, but other than Ian McKenzie is responsible for X's participation
I
and
do remember seeing
sponsorship
that. Yeah.
of this show.
You want to talk about a good front man? He
I've seen.
He was my front man in Deathify.
Unfortunately, I never got to see you guys. It was just after my time,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I've seen a few videos.
He was good.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
The guy was always on it and didn't give a shit. We would do crazy birthday jams and he'd just fucking fall right into it. It was fun. It was a good time. I know we had like 6 million more questions that we're not going to get to.
Rapid speed.
I do want to get to this comment. Robert Knoll says, in the 80s, if you consider the fact that George Michael was with Wham for the beginning of his career, then George Michael may have been the biggest frontman of the 80s.
I mean, yeah.
He was, yeah.
Definitely.
That's good.
Ooh, you know who you need to recognize? Prince.
Oh, he's my
Prince.
biggest musical icon.
Yeah.
I love
Michael
Prince.
Jackson.
There's a track
Michael
off
Jackson.
of quick. What's the album called? I think the album's called For You, and I think the track is also it's called I'm Yours. I'm Yours off of For You. Most heat, pretty sure.
So I'm about to get us canceled.
Oh gosh. Oh boy.
Here we go. Well, let me go ahead and get the camera on you.
Yeah, get it away from
Got
us.
screwed up the camera angles.
I get Owen in it though.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong way.
There we go.
All right. So since we're about to get canceled, here you go. I am not a fan of Prince.
Ooh.
At all. Nope. Not a fan.
Not even Purple Rain.
Nope.
You're gonna explode in 30 seconds.
Yep. I think
Property value.
now to say that I don't hate the guy or anything, anywhere near in that realm. I respect him for everything that he did and all the work that he put into everything that he did. I 100% respect him. I'm just saying, I think there are better guitar players out there, and I just not a fan of his music.
Yeah, but when you listen to I'm Yours and realize he did everything, harmonies,
Well, he did
everything.
everything on most of his albums except for when he was live.
I don't care.
He's a pretty good
When
musician.
you just consider the fact that he did everything on that track, I think you become a bigger Prince fan than you already are.
You said it's called I'm Yours?
I'm Yours. Off
I'm Yours. I will listen to that tonight. I have a fucking 5-hour road trip ahead of me after this show. I will listen to that tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
And I will. Who's running your fucking Instagram messaging? Which one of you?
No,
It-
it's mainly been me.
Okay, I will report back to you. Probably not tonight, but certainly by tomorrow morning.
Yeah, if you don't see it, I'll relay the message.
What am I supposed to look up for you to play?
I got it.
Okay,
Yep.
you got it?
Yep.
That's all I need to know.
Yep.
We got 2 more questions, and then you guys will be released from your. This is you guys had to do this for probation.
Will you cut this up when we're done?
First one. How do y'all feel about green beans?
Not a fan of green beans. Not a fan of green beans.
So all right, green beans by themselves.
Nah, don't even say it. You don't got a good. You don't got a good opinion on Prince. I don't want to hear your opinion on Prince.
First of all, you're on my. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I do. No, please. I do enjoy green bean casserole though, but that's most because of the fucking fried onions, and I usually drown mine in vinegar and hot sauce.
If you fully mask the flavor of them, I'm sure they're good.
Yeah.
If it tastes like anything else.
That's basically what it is. I'm completely changing the flavor of it.
Green beans are a vessel.
Green beans are a vessel of smaller beans.
That is very true.
Well, so is the mac and
Wait,
cheese.
wait. Green beans are the stem, or are they the pod?
They're the pod, I think.
Are they the
The
pod?
pod,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
They're nasty. I know that.
Yeah.
You want to eat a vegetable? Eat Brussels sprouts. I'm a Brussels sprout enjoyer.
I do like some Brussels. I eat all fucking except onions. I don't eat raw onions.
Okay.
I should. It smells like fucking feet. I hate doing it. It's nasty.
Is that what you've been eating, David?
Amen.
All right, favorite genre other than the one
Wow.
you play.
Ooh.
Wow.
Who is that? Is that Jane or?
That's
Kevin Casper.
that's my girlfriend right there, Cammy Gaspon.
Honestly, some of the best questions, two of the best questions that have ever been asked on the show, in my opinion. And we've had a lot of really great questions. So, so shout out to those
And
guys.
Miguel doesn't listen to metal, so I want to hear what he has to
Yeah,
say.
Miguel.
Yeah.
Well, I listen to.
It's your time to shine, baby.
Thank God, 70s prog rock. I'm huge into,
70s program.
70. What is 70s? I'm thinking Boston, but that's 80s.
Yes and Genesis. Those are my two go-to.
Oh, okay.
I love like just the arranging that they do.
And Rush.
And
A
Rush.
little bit of Rush, maybe.
Not forget.
Yeah,
Rush.
they're like later 70s.
I am just speaking to 70s music. I am a huge Led Zeppelin fan. Like Led Zeppelin was actually my introduction to rock music, and I mean I will. That's like top 3, in my opinion. Anyhow, moving on.
Owen.
Oh gosh. I don't know. I used to listen to a lot of stuff. I've definitely gotten to like heavier like deathcore, metalcore, that sort of thing. But
I
used-
love deathcore.
it's so good. Oh, it's so good. How
Yes.
did you not know damn Will Ramos from Wonder Shore?
Because, okay, when you say deathcore, I'm thinking,
I'm thinking like Job for a Cowboy, like Slaughter to Prevail.
see, I know of those bands, but I've heard like 1 or 2 Job for a Cowboy songs.
Yeah, I mean there's not very many on the discography or anything, but like that one band with the acronym about like the church, the burning church and the nun or whatever. It's like XAVG
Ghost?
No.
I like
No.
Ghost.
I like Ghost too.
I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
Yes.
Ghost. I don't listen to a lot of Ghost, but yeah, like them. But I used to like early high school. I used to listen to like 90s hip hop, like NWA and like Ice Cube.
Hell yeah.
And I sort of started out with like classic rock and like punk and like Green Day and stuff. But now I listen to
Green Day saved punk.
Green Day did save punk.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Green Day did save punk. Nah, but I don't know, they're pretty decent, I'd say. For a 3-piece, they did pretty well. But yeah, I don't know. I listen to all sorts of stuff.
You want to go or?
Want to rock paper scissors for me?
All right.
I don't care though.
Neither do I really. Okay.
David, you go first.
I'll go. To touch on a few things that some other people said, definitely. Like Owen said, punk, specifically hardcore. Bad Brains is my go-to hardcore punk band. I got my start in hardcore punk band, so
Love Bad Brains.
without a hardcore punk, I wouldn't be here. So really, just 80s hardcore, some that, and just any hardcore, like the new stuff that's coming out, like Tsunami and Kublai Khan TX, is some good stuff. I think. Oh, what?
No, I'm sorry. When you say hardcore, I always think about the band Throwdown, and they have this one song I remember listening to, and it was groovy, and it was heavy, and I was fucking loving the song. And at the end of it, there's this thing that they do, straight fucking edge, and I was like, ugh.
Dude, that's how I felt. Anytime I hear a straight edge band, that's how I feel. Something will be so cool, and then they'll be like, straight edge. And I'll be like, wow.
And again, no disrespect to people that are straight edge and people have had their alcohol problems and drug problems and need to be the way that they are. And I respect that. But whenever I heard that lyric in the song "Straight Fucking Edge," it just completely healed it for me.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
That's how I feel though. But to touch on something that's not hardcore fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this one quick because like stuff like America, I like stuff like that. Like
Yes.
60s, 70s stuff. But I think the most influential, my favorite genre, other than the one that I play. Probably like funk and soul and Motown are probably my favorite genres, other than metal. I think definitely funk. Like I showed them a 13-minute long blood, sweat, and tears song. But stuff like that. I mean, you got some of the stuff like that, and like funk and jazz, and really like Motown and much that I've always just. I mean, I was raised on Motown. I love Motown. But like, I mean, you got bands like Weather Report. God, fucking killer band. Love Weather Report. Yeah, but just like I listen to a lot of funk outside of things, outside of like the metal realm. It's usually funk, and it's kind of incorporated into a lot of my drum parts for the Fetish is a lot of the funk stuff that I listen to. So
Okay.
fuck disco though.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I started listening. I mean, I started playing guitar with like classic rock, because that was what my dad was into, and so I mean, I really just kind of did that for a long time. Didn't know that other stuff really existed outside of it, and I got really into a bunch of stuff before I even found like metal. I played classical and jazz when I was like 13, 14. So, I mean, I try to incorporate everything I ever listen to, just because one of my favorite guitarists is Randy Rhoads.
Yes.
Not one of, he is my favorite. And so that just kind of like, he'll throw a blues lick into a neoclassical chord progression, then start just like trim picking and doing all that like flashy shit. And then like, I mean, I never really got into the whole like Led Zeppelin or Eddie Van Halen or that kind of thing, just because music for me was more like I just kind of found stuff myself through like looking for it. And that was why I thought metal was so cool, because like I didn't really realize what I was getting into, when I did. But I listened to jazz fusion too for a while, which is like honestly where I started like trying to shred, not really with the metal stuff per se, just because there's a lot more like thought and theory that goes into it. But there's also a lot of just like, I'm just going to play this like around the scale that I'm supposed to be playing in, use a lot of chromatic stuff, or, just like trying to get a lot of different styles into one song, but not make it like cheesy, try to really make it sound like it's supposed to be that way. And I started listening to metal when I was like 15, and ever since then it was just kind of like I got into a lot of like weird stuff, and now I'm back where it's just like I can listen to anything now. Dude, that was great.
We're not going to talk about that one. We're not going to talk about that one.
I don't know how to play any other genre as far as guitar is concerned. I like metal and I play metal, and I think I do a decent job at it. But like, if you said, "Hey Rob, write me a country song," I know that one little country that thing. Like I can do that, but I mean beyond that, I got nothing.
Well, and it's like, if that's the music you want to play, that's the music you want to play.
Yeah.
I just literally love it all.
Absolutely.
And that's just like, that's the only reason I just keep it.
And that's the crazy thing for me. My answer is gonna be country. I really, okay, maybe not so much today's country music. Maybe all right. There is this one song I think by a guy named Morgan Wallen. Talking about I refuse to believe this is our last night, because I've fucking been there, right? That's the only reason why I love that song. But anyhow, that aside, I don't listen to a whole lot of today's country, but especially 90s country. That's my shit. But that's my point. I love country music, but don't ask me to fucking play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's just a snooze fest.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
About my truck, my beer, and
there is a lot of truth to that, but there is
there's some substance to country.
there is some substance, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of Jack Daniels.
I
That's
don't
all I
know.
have to say.
Something that see, everybody knows I listen to classical.
Yeah.
I'm a big Chopin fan.
Yeah.
Bach, all that. Everybody knows I listen to funk. Obviously, I talk about that shit all the time. Stoner rock all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Stoner rock, a la
Astro
Clutch.
Queen. Yo, Clutch. Fucking love Clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rap. Everybody knows I listen to rap.
Yeah.
Actually touched on 90s rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love 90s rap too. You know,
Especially
definitely.
the doc. No one talks about the doc.
I'd say one I don't talk about that I do listen to is rockabilly or psychobilly.
Psychobilly,
I do a lot of
yes.
Coffin Cats, Reverend Horton Heat.
Yes.
Yeah. Listen to a lot of that shit.
Is Chopin your favorite classical musician
Um,
or composer?
it's a toss up, and I hate to say Bach because he's so.
Popular.
Yeah, it's like saying, well, I like Mozart. Well, everybody
I
does.
mean, I love
I like Beethoven. Everybody does. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think Chopin did some different stuff on a little bit darker level sometimes, and that I can appreciate. Here's a composer that doesn't get talked about much: John Williams,
Oh,
Yeah.
Star Wars. He wrote the music for Star
That's
Wars.
a more recent one too.
Wow.
Yeah,
who's the
really.
guy from Oingo Boingo?
Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
I fucking love Oingo Boingo, man. That's a good album. Or a good band.
Good album.
Shit.
One album?
I was thinking about one of their albums.
We did a music show or a music movie show way back in the day, didn't we? Pretty sure we did. Back when we were staying
Yeah.
in separate bedrooms and
Yeah.
shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did actually. We did do a show. The original idea was we're going to talk about different subjects like for example
Music and movies.
Yeah, and then we did a country segment at one point, and that was a total fucking disaster.
Oh my god, the country one sucked.
Yeah, that was, and I did all again. I'm a '90s country disciple, but I did all the. I spent like a whole week researching about country music, and that was one of our worst shows.
I think I skipped that show.
Yeah, I think everybody did.
There's a question for you guys, and I'll go ahead and lead it off so you know which direction I'm headed. Favorite movie soundtrack, and I got two that are a tie: The Crow and Natural Born Killers.
I'll wait my turn, but I can rattle off. Yeah. You guys go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't have
Sorry,
mine.
whoever keep kicking.
Pussies.
Hey.
Anybody thinks of it first, go for it.
One of my favorite movies. The soundtrack is one of the reasons it is my favorite movie. Is this movie called Baby Driver? I forgot what the name of the director is, but he did Shaun of the Dead, and
That shit was funny.
that was a funny ass movie. But he directed the movie to the soundtrack, if that makes sense. Like he put key elements to the beat of the music and to the sort of, I don't know, dynamics sort of. Oh my god, if you watch it, it's like, and if you look in the background, you see the details of all the lyrics showing up in graffiti. Oh my god, it's the coolest fucking thing ever.
Baby Driver.
Baby Driver.
Yeah, it's
It's the movie about the getaway driver.
yeah, it's kind of a cool movie.
It's a pretty cool movie.
check that out.
Even if you don't like the music, the action and stuff in the story is pretty.
It's
damn
it's
good.
about this young kid that's basically a driver for bank robbers.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yep, and he does all these crazy turns. And,
Yeah.
That's a tough job.
you know.
Man,
Did I steal your answer? I stole your answer.
I've got another one. I've got another one cooking. I'm cooking over here. Definitely The Crow. The Crow is just, oh my gosh. The Crow singles. If you really like grunge, that's got a good one. But I
Yes.
personally think the movie Airheads has a great soundtrack. It's about this local Mike. I was the one who told you about Airheads, right?
Yeah.
It's about this group of this local band who's been trying so hard because they live in LA to get their music out. So they they get a bunch of, one of them works at like a toy store or something. They get a bunch of like fake, water guns that look so realistic, and they break into the thing, and they hold everyone hostage until they like play their song. And a bunch of shit goes wrong, and it's Adam Sandler and it's Steve Buscemi and Brendan Fraser, and they do a great cover
Steve.
he's the human cigarette. It's beautiful. He's a great man. But at the end, they do a great cover of "Generated" by Reagan Youth, which is just, it's so cool. And then like just the rest of the soundtrack. God, it's gonna kill me if I don't at least remember one thing. I know that there's a song called "Baby Huey" on that that's really good. I cannot tell you the artist. That's a just killer soundtrack. Oh my gosh, just absolutely just. And then Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Oh my
Solely
God.
because at the end, in this big fight scene, they played. Well, no, actually, worse soundtrack than that. But they play "No Sleep Till Brooklyn" by the Beastie Boys. And the way that they just film it with the song is.
I think Guardians of the Galaxy is kind of like a basic answer, not in like a bad way.
But the third
But
one specifically is what I'm talking about.
I don't think it's a bad answer per se, but I think like that's kind of like a basic answer, like saying like The Dirt or Bohemian Rhapsody or whatever the Elton John one was. I feel like
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man, that's what it was. Yeah, I feel like saying like skipping over those obviously because they're all good soundtracks because they got
Band movies.
they're band movies. Yeah,
I don't know. I'm blanking on it, so I'm just gonna say Highlander because Queen.
Highlander. Yeah,
Flash Gordon.
That movie
what about you, Mike?
I'm a huge fan
Miguel.
of Star Trek films. Takes a lot of inspiration from Korsakov, Scheherazade. A lot of like space elements, Cephalus too. But I also like the new Star Trek film, like Michael Giacchino. He's done some great other scores too. There's another movie. I don't know if y'all have seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I
Yes.
was thinking about that too.
Yes.
That score, like I love like the woodwind.
That movie makes me cry like a bitch. I
I
can't
watched that
even lie.
movie like 10 times with 10 different people, and they all fucking love it. I
Every
love it.
fucking time.
It's such a great movie.
Oh my god.
I watched that movie with a girl that I was dating at the time that I really did not like her anymore. And I'm sitting there watching this movie and I'm like,
What movie is this?
Eternal Sunshine of
yeah.
the Spotless.
it's a Jim Carrey,
One of my favorites.
Jim Carrey and
Playing-
Kate Winslet.
My
Quit,
favorite
yeah.
movie
Yeah,
of all time.
yeah, Jim Carrey. It's kind of
It's one of
it's somewhat obscure. It's damn near an indie movie. Yeah, it's kind of trippy. There's a lot of back and forth, and it's a good watch.
I'll check that out.
Yeah.
It's so
great movie. Like one of my favorites.
Oh, it's probably.
So I'm gonna jump in now here at this point. My first answer would be the soundtrack for Interstellar, by Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer, I mean, if you look up his discography and the soundtracks he's done, I don't want to say hundreds, but I mean a lot of fucking movies, and you'd probably go, so, oh yeah, I know that movie and I know that movie. He's a very prolific soundtrack scorer. Yeah, okay. The other one, as far as soundtracks come to mind, is a soundtrack for a somewhat obscure movie called The Lost Highway. There is a bunch of Nine Inch Nails and a bunch of Manson, like just really dark and
I think I have that CD.
yeah, it was actually
Never
one.
seen the movie.
The movie is fucking weird. It is goddamn weird. But anyhow, there's a lot of really dark industrial shit on there, and the movie is kind of dark in itself, so the glove fits in that case.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yes. Right. Exactly.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Very applicable.
Yeah, I can't remember who did that one, but it was another Wojak Killar, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. But that's how I pronounce shit. Oh, boom. Buck hit it. Judgment Night. Best movie soundtrack ever. The Crow was great too. Yeah, Judgment Night. Fuck yeah, dude. They took a rap band and mixed them with a metal band. So you got Onyx with Slayer, and you got I don't know. There's some others, but fucking yeah, I can't think of them right now. But yeah, Judgment Night. That motherfucker hits.
Nice.
Yep, real good. Good call, Buck. Thanks, buddy.
He will also be at the
That's right.
yep
At
at
the
the
PACT Christmas
December
show
9th Christmas show.
in Tallahassee, Florida.
Legacy on the Riverfront.
Legacy of the
December
Riverfront,
9th,
yes.
2023, 5 p.m. See links in description.
And our friends,
Tickets.
the
and
Fetish, they'll be there
more
too.
information.
We will be there. That is true.
Kind of like you.
Yeah, we might not show up that
I'm
night.
excited to see Miguel play. Not gonna lie, man. I'm being a bass player. I'm totally gonna stand there and judge you.
Oh my god. You,
I'm gonna look at your rig. I'm gonna be standing up front
Arms crossed.
like this,
B-boy stance.
That's very true.
staring at
the
you,
exact same thing,
straight
dude.
like this, for the first 5 minutes during your sound check, and then I'm just gonna watch David the entire time because I'm obsessed with drummers.
Okay.
I just watch drummers most of the time.
Drummers are fun to watch.
Yeah.
Especially if you are emotive.
Yeah.
Pretty emotive.
He's very emotive and he's very talkative. Sometimes he needs to shut up.
Wow.
You ain't got a mic
So
on,
how,
dude.
how do you really feel?
I hate this guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, but he has a mic sometimes and sometimes he'll-
Harmonies.
You
for
doing like
harmonies.
the
And sometimes we'll use
Phil
it.
Collins thing.
No, I wish. And no one could take it away from me.
Guys, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Fuck yes.
It's been a hell of a time.
Goddamn right.
yes. All right. December 9th. See him live. Friday at the
Friday at the
bar.
bar. This Friday at the bar.
On All Saints. Which is insane.
On Safe
Yep.
Street.
If you miss it there, then December 9th, you will definitely see them, and we will see you there.
Holla back.
Hell yeah.